Spreading lies about me to friends and family, and now everyone tries to keep me down, but I'm a steady rises like the sun. You haters couldn't find a fact, not even on the rope. I'm a slave that you ain't gonna kill, so homie, eat your rope. You step into a man that's never caught a single blessing, crying about my father while I'm praying and I'm stressing. I focus on the present, but the past is where my heart is. My father said you live your life in pain, you're the artist. CLARENCEDORN. Nobody's gonna repeat the things that you have done for me. My mind can barely grasp. I'm begging for more time with you, cause it is going too fast. They doubted, you shouted when I fell, you stood me up. Said as long as I keep family around that I'll be tough enough. The weaker that you get, I know the stronger that I must be. Never had a ton of faith or pause for you, I believe. The beat from my heart goes up and down so sporadic. I'm trying to live good, but being bad is the habit. I'm living in the nightmare, this dream is now reality. But even when you're gone, I know that I will make you proud of me. Questions that I ponder, will you see me have a baby? Or witnessing me on one knee proposing to my lady? Will you grow the garden at the house that I've always promised? I rap about my fears cause you said just be honest. My daddy was the brightest, and once upon a time said you have to crawl through darkness if you wanna stand and shine. So I quit medicating, turned to meditating, sketched out my life, and now it's time to finish shading. My daddy was the brightest, and once upon a time said you have to crawl through darkness if you wanna stand and shine. So I quit medicating, turned to meditating, sketched out my life, and now it's time to finish shading. I rubbed your backbone for years while you helped me structure mine. You knew I needed love, so you showed it all the time. You showed me many things as you took me state to state. You made me grow up strong cause I had to clean my plate. I followed you to church, you kept me on your hip, and always showed me off, and I never will forget. I learned everything I know from a man who's seen it all. I'm sorry for the days and the nights I never called. You're not alone in this journey that you're going through. Hand in hand we'll make it, no matter what we gotta do. Without you I couldn't breathe and wouldn't eat. I probably never laid my hands on another beat. So dad, listen up and understand you live through me, cause everything you've always been is what I wanna be. My daddy was the brightest, and once upon a time said you have to crawl through darkness if you wanna stand and shine. So I quit medicating, turned to meditating, sketched out my life, and now it's time to finish shading. My daddy was the brightest, and once upon a time said you have to crawl through darkness if you wanna stand and shine. So I quit medicating, turned to meditating, sketched out my life, and now it's time to finish shading. My daddy was the brightest, and once upon a time said you have to crawl through darkness if you wanna stand and shine. Quit medicating, turned to meditating, sketched out my life.